Oh, sorry. Chewy, can you deal with that, please? Hello and welcome to another episode of Jaws 19. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing. I upload videos usually on a Saturday on a weekly basis on anything to do with movies and the cinema. I do top 5 lists, I get special guests on, I visit conventions and do quizzes and all kinds of lovely nonsense. So in this week's episode, I'm going to talk about the 5 greatest guitar scenes in movies. And I'm not going to do this alone, I have a special guest this week. It is none other than the Gaming Muso.
Hello, Jaws 19, the Gaming Muso here. Yes, obviously I'm known for doing video gaming silly videos, sometimes with other YouTubers. But today you've actually got me answering some music-related questions. Because obviously Gaming Muso. Muso stands for musician, so I'm a musician who games. But more importantly, I'm also a guitar player. So I've been asked to do my top 5 best guitar scenes in movies.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, let's crack on. Let's go through your top 5.
Number 5, the Blues Brothers 2000, right near the end. The band, the Louisiana Gator Boys. The Louisiana Gator Boys are a band that are made up of a lot of different guitar players and musicians. The 2 main ones are Eric Clapton and B.B. King. It was absolutely fantastic to see that on screen as a kid before I'd even really started playing the guitar. Seeing B.B. King and Eric Clapton trade off guitar licks when they were playing B.B. King's How Blue Can You Get? An absolutely iconic moment in film, and sometimes completely overlooked because people talk about the Blues Brothers but they never really talk about the Blues Brothers 2000. I say the Blues Brothers 2000 is just as good a movie as the original Blues Brothers. And of course, especially like I said, it's got B.B. King, Eric Clapton, Bo Diddley, loads of other people, Steve Winwood in it as well.
Okay, that's a great first choice. I've got to confess, I haven't actually seen the Blues Brothers 2000. I've seen the first one, I have a lot of affection for it. But it sounds like there's a lot of great musicians in the second one too.
Number 4. I know they're not really playing guitars in this, but it has to be the Bohemian Rhapsody scene from Wayne's World. That film is one that I absolutely adore, and I can always watch it again and again and again. And I think the thing that got me into it and got me loving it as much as I did was the bit where they're all in the AMC Pacer cruising to, I think it was Dan Makita's Donuts or the Gasworks, and Wayne goes, "A little Bohemian Rhapsody, gentlemen?" And they all sing along to, you get a bit of Brian May's solo in there as well. It was absolutely incredible. And that was probably the first time, again, as a kid, that I ever heard Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't think I was aware of it until then. So Wayne's World, thank you very much for getting me into Queen.
That is a fantastic number 4 choice and a great guitar movie as well. Guitars figure heavily in Wayne's World, and yeah, the scene of them headbanging in the car is truly iconic. Good choice, mate. What you got for number 3?
Number 3, Bill and Ted performing God Gave Rock and Roll to You at the end of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Another film, I believe, came out the same year as Wayne's World. 2 of those films, so iconic, so responsible for getting me into rock music and wanting to be a rock guitar player. And at the time, I didn't know that was originally, that was a version performed by Kiss, because obviously they have Bill and Ted and the Wild Stallions miming it on stage, but still, even though they weren't playing it, it was absolutely phenomenal to see that on stage, because obviously in the 2 movies, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and then Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, we see them go from being completely unable to play guitar to disappearing off in their time-traveling phone booth to do their bit, you know, to learn how to play these instruments, and then they come back, they come out on stage at the Battle of the Bands, and they absolutely wail, they absolutely own it, and then obviously they're catapulted to superstardom and the saviours of the world and the universe.
Amazing choice, Muso. No list of guitar-related films would be complete without the inclusion of Bill and Ted. Fantastic, mate. Right, what have we got for number 2?
Number 2, Steve Vai and Ralph Macchio performing a guitar duel in Crossroads, the original Crossroads, not Britney Spears' Crossroads. The story is obviously Ralph Macchio's character goes down to make a deal with the devil, and he has to beat his guitar player, played by Steve Vai, named Jack Butler. And Steve Vai goes through and does these incredible, absolutely insane licks on guitar that even now, me as a guitar player, I've been playing nearly 20 years, I can only dream of it. He does this one bit where he's literally just holding the guitar by the whammy bar. You know, absolutely brilliant. And this was the film responsible for getting me into Steve Vai. When I first saw this film, I wanted to be Steve Vai. I wanted to be able to play everything that Steve Vai could play. But he gets beaten by Ralph Macchio. And the bits were recorded by Steve Vai, and then obviously Ralph Macchio had to mime them. It wasn't actually him playing. Ralph Macchio ultimately defeats Steve Vai. Steve Vai takes his guitar off, throws it on the floor, he's lost. He goes, "Fuck you, guitar." And he's off, he's done. And then Ralph Macchio's character is then the #1 guitar player. Brilliant piece of filmography. Again, totally underrated movie that not a lot of people remember.
Oh yes, that's such an amazing choice. Me and my friend Daniel, who actually taught me guitar, spent hours and hours wearing out our VHS copy of Crossroads. And yeah, the battle at the end is utterly amazing. And yeah, I made my fingers bleed trying to learn how to play it and got about 1/10 of the speed that Steve Vai manages. Absolutely love that film. Nice one. Okay, let's hear your first choice. And it better be a good one.
#1, and I know, Graham, you're probably going to disagree with me on this because I know you're not as big a fan of Back to the Future as a lot of people. Back to the Future is my #1 movie of all time. And Michael J. Fox playing Johnny B. Good is my #1 iconic guitar movie moment of all time. It has everything. You know, travelling back in time, he's playing these things on guitar that people in the 50s have never even heard of. They'll hear it later on. And I love the bit that they have, you know, Marvin Berry, cousin of Chuck Berry, phones him up and goes, "You know that new sound you've been looking for? Listen to this." You know, does Marty McFly invent rock and roll? I think so. That scene is so phenomenal. Even the bit where he then goes a little bit nuts and kicks the amplifier over and jumps outside, it just made me want to pick up the guitar and go, you know, again, like Bill and Ted. Another movie responsible for me wanting to be a guitar player. All of these movies that I have listed today have, you know, contributed to me wanting to be a guitar man. Yes! And Back to the Future. I don't care what you say, Graham, it's a phenomenal film. It's got phenomenal acting. Everything about that film is solid gold, including the Michael J. Fox guitar scene.
Obviously you had to pick that one. It is the greatest film ever made. You seem to be a little confused about my opinion of that movie. Have you seen the name of the channel? Yeah, kind of fond of Back to the Future. But yeah, amazing first choice. Wonderful, love it. Thank you ever so much for contributing your top 5. Please tell the lovely people watching where they can find you and all your lovely stuff.
So yes, I am the Gaming Muso. I have a YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/thegamingmuso, you know, to differentiate from all the other gaming musos out there. I'm also on Twitch, where I stream Monday to Friday, 1 till 2, or whenever I feel like it. Twitch.tv/gamingmuso. Thank you very much for inviting me to be on your show today, Graham, and for actually asking me some guitar-related stuff, music-related stuff, something other than video games. Thank you very much.
So there we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that look at our 5 favourite guitar scenes from movies. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any particular suggestions that you feel we might have missed out. Please check out the Gaming Muso on Twitch and YouTube. His channel is amazing. He does a lot of great videos. Please check him out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, come over and see me on Twitter @Jaws19show. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.